Hey y'all. It's in the first week of September, and I've been in um, Arizona, actually around the Flagstaff area for about the last month and a half. It's worked out good for me. The weather here has just been beautiful. I'm in the Coconino National Forest, and there's several campgrounds around here that you can flip between. Um, you know, 14 days at one and jump to the other for 14 days and back. Had some really great places to stay, just awesome. But I wanted to touch base because it's kind of a 1 year anniversary. I've been out on the road now for a year. And in that, I'll try to keep this short and succinct, but I can't think of anything that I could have done that has helped me more. This has been a awesome experience and an awesome journey. And I I never know. I never plan the future, but I don't see any end to this right now. I know I wanted to stay in for at least a year and a half, 2 years to give this a try, and that may be the limit of it, and it may be a much longer time. There's hardly a morning that I don't wake up and I look out the windows at the view, and I'm just feel like I'm so lucky, you know, that I'm able to enjoy nature, enjoy living. And I guess that's, if I could take anything out of this, I just recently, I think I've read it before, but I probably didn't understand a word of it. But Walden, Life in the Woods, Henry David Thoreau. I'm actually reading it, I'm not through it, but oh my gosh, I identified so much with his perspective. And he basically brings out that we're not living life. you know we're just not living life. And there's no reason we can't. And I'm kind of a good example of that. There's no reason you can't just live life. You can live life. um, and what I mean by that is, it's not all these things, and it's not the accomplishments, the accolades, the achievements, the prizes, you don't have. It's living life. It's simplicity is a real key. Um, Simplicity of life and enjoying life. So I just want to say this has been. Um, when I left Kentucky, I was actually in Indiana when I left, but I moved up or went up north into Michigan and visited a friend. Stayed a few days, and then I headed back down to Arizona. Went through. As I came out of Michigan and hit St. Louis, I kind of went southward. So, you know, Oklahoma. I went through the Panhandle of Oklahoma, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and then into New Mexico, and then headed up into Colorado. Um, that was a trip. Just a little inkling, but in Kansas they had this sudden thunderstorm came up, and it kind of caught me off guard because I didn't get my awning down, and it ripped the whole awning, the whole frame. It ripped it off the roof rack and threw it about 30 feet on the other side of the van. And I didn't get it till the next morning. It was stormy all night. And I just put a brand new tarp on for my awning, so that was a little discouraging. Um, but it happens. I have stakes in the ground that keep it staked down, and it broke them in half off in the ground. It just picked the whole thing up and took off. Quite an experience. a city park, or yeah, I think it was a city park that I was in, Missouri. Yeah, in Missouri on the way down, and had in the middle of the night had a raccoon. I had the side doors open, had my screens in, but a raccoon came in, grabbed a loaf of bread, and I woke up about the time he was rattling the packaging, and I kind of yelled at him, and all I heard was him scampering out the door and the bag of bread banging behind him. But he took off my whole loaf of bread. So there's all kinds of things that have, little things like that that are interesting, and I don't know. I never expected that. It was kind of a complete surprise that something like that would happen. And it was a park. I wasn't like parked in the middle of the woods. It was a city park by a lake. So it's been all kinds of things, experiences, and enjoyed them all. Meeting a lot of interesting people. And right now I've made 2 friends here at this one campground, and Dan, which I hang with. We don't hang around a lot, but we like to talk and share coffee or something together. And Alicia, which is interesting, her and her husband and kids. I think she's 40, around 40, but she said that they retired in their 30s, and they're living life on the road, and she does crafts and things. I'm getting her to make me a thing to hold my glasses when I, strap to hold my glasses out of a kind of Indian motif. She does beadwork, so that's going to be interesting. It's and I'm close by. I'm 10-15 miles outside of Flagstaff, so I can be in town and get all my stuff done just in one area. It's nice, get my water and food and do my laundry and all that stuff. So this has been real convenient. The weather has just been beautiful. It's fall-like right now. We're today's supposed to be 75, and it's about 50 at night. And that's pretty cool, and it's very fall-like, and it's very nice. So just want to touch base. Yes, I keep saying this, and this isn't necessarily the only way to get out and to get out of the cultural bounds and to discover what's real in life. But it's certainly a good one. I sat here the other morning and stared out my windows at the forest, and just after I'd woken up, I just kind of sat there on the bed and was looking outside and just thinking, I get to just be in this place, and it's free, but I get to sit in this forest and participate in nature, participate in everything that goes on, and quite an experience. I'm going to try to wrap this up, keep it short, but much peace, much love. Everything is good. I'm very happy. I'm very settled. My life has changed tremendously, and it's probably going to change even more, and that's okay with me. So much love, much peace.